Hello, this is Tomlin from TomlinHarmonicaLessons.com, and I thought that we could talk a little bit about rhythm today and how to get better at rhythm. So I'm not going to be teaching this lesson, but I'm going to show you an excerpt from a guest seminar from one of my good friends, Vid Gobac, who basically gave a seminar on how to improve your rhythm. So this is really helpful for harmonica players, but it's helpful for any instrumentalist. And the first step, which you might find really boring, is not working with your instrument. It's learning how to count and how to feel the beat. But anyway, let's have a little listen to what Vid had to say about the subject.
Let's now move over to exercise 2. We're still tapping our feet, so we still got that pulse, but now we're clapping those 2 lines. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet. Now, the reason why I want to emphasize speaking or saying or singing at the time versus clapping, because this is now you feeling it, you know, in your body and expressing it with your voice. But now to bring it to your hands, this is now the next trick. All right, so this is now level 2. Level 3 is taking it to your instrument. So let's see how we do. So again, I'm going to stick it on 60 beats per minute, nice and slow. If your hands are cold, they're about to get warm. It's cold in Edinburgh right now. My hands are still freezing. 2, 3, 4. 8 notes. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Triplets. 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet. 8 notes. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Good. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Triplets. 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet. 8 notes. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 3 and 4. Good. All right. I hope you guys were able to clap along there.
I was a little wobbly.
It's very tricky because when I ask people to clap out loud, or at least to clap a rhythm, it's extremely it's a very sterile environment, because you can quickly tell when you're not to the metronome. Your goal, especially if you're clapping the ons, so 1, 2, 3, 4, you don't want to hear the metronome. If you can only hear your clap and not the metronome, that means you were on time. If you can still hear the metronome over it, that means you're either just ahead or just behind. All right. So let's try 70 beats per minute.
God damn.
Ah.
Just before we do 70 beats per minute, one point that you made in our lesson last week was that this kind of exercise, doing the clapping with the metronome, is so powerful because we play an instrument where the attack is quite soft.
Yes.
So the attack is how quickly the volume of your notes hits the kind of the apex.
Yes.
And the clap, it's right at the beginning. You don't swell into a clap. It's just the loudest point is when you hit it.
Yes.
So as a timing exercise, that means that you're snapping to the beat, and that's really useful. And if you just use your harmonica to practice playing with the metronome, where we have a lot of quite soft attacks, so something like this. So the note I'm aiming for is is quite a bit later.
It is.
The start of it. And if I was playing a groove and I'd be in time, but you can kind of slur where the beat is, and you can be a bit lazy. So it's good practicing away from a lazy instrument.
Yes.
Just to get really solid.
I totally agree with it. Many instruments that do have a slow attack, for example, the violin or the cello as well, that like as the bow hits, it needs to first vibrate, get sound, and all of a sudden it's there. That's why it's really fun to watch, orchestral players have a very different feel of time and groove to people who play in bands, or people play with guitars and drums and stuff, because they feel stuff more metronomically. And those kinds of players, they like they're a bit more free. That's why when you listen to really old blues records, when it's really just a guitar and a harmonica, time is so it's dragging and it's rushing.
Flexible.
It's flexible. But that's what makes this genre, you know, so cool. It's because it is so rustic, if we're going to call it that, you know. That said, it's really good to point out, it's like, yes, that does exist, but, you know, people like to use it as a fallback. Well, if those blues guys, you know, if they were all over the place, then I don't have to worry about time. Yeah.
That drives me mad.
That drives me mad. The thing is, it's important to note that, but when you're playing at jam sessions and you're playing with musicians that, you know, they know time, you want to be accommodating and you want to be, you know, like you want to meet them halfway, you know. Cool. So
yeah, learn the stuff so you can forget it.
Exactly. Learn the rules to break the rules, as they say.
Okay, so that was pretty cool. You saw how I struggled with clapping in time. It's I have trouble with rhythm, but I'm working on it, and I have worked on it a lot over the last 15 years or so. But anyway, if you want to watch the rest of that seminar, as well as other guest seminars, then I suggest you check out my online harmonica school. Just click on the link in the description below. There's guest seminars as well as a step-by-step curriculum to take you to the next level of blues harmonica. And if you've enjoyed this video, then please give me a thumbs up by hitting the like button below. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel because I put out new lessons every Wednesday. All right, take it easy. Happy harping.